This conference will now be recorded.
Very good morning, sir. We are able to hear you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we are going to start calculation view with data category cube today. Let us go to our pack. So we understood calculation view with data category space and dimension is like an attribute view. We have two things are pending now, that is cube and cube with star join. So we need to understand calculation view with data category as cube with data category as cube means this one. After this, we need to understand which star join checkbox. So we are going to create calculation view with data category cube. Now here the default nodes are semantics and aggregation. Now how can we find out what sources can be used and how many sources can be used in this aggregation node? By trial and error method, right? Like we did for others. So first we will try to find out tables. I'm just, for example, if you look here, plus button is there, and I dragged the table one, but plus button is disappeared. Now, moreover, we are not able to drag another table. So we can use table as a source and of course only one. Now let us try to understand about other sources like attribute views and all. Attribute view can be used and only one. Only one. Similarly, let us try to understand analytical view. The analytical view can be used as a source and the plus button is disappeared, so we can use only one. Now calculation view. Calculation view can be used as a source and only one. So from this what we understood is we have semantics and aggregation nodes when we created calculation view with the data category cube. In aggregation, we can use only one source and that source may be table or attribute view or analytical view. Now let us see whether it is similar to what kind of view. For that I am selecting these fields. You can look at here and also in the semantics. This type is not defaulted with anything And if I do auto assign, we see these dimensions. And if I do activate, there is an error, and also error is saying no measure defined. So by looking at this, analytical view with data category Q is similar to which view?
Analytical view.
Analytical view, yes. Now, what I will do, instead of table 1, because which doesn't have any measures, I take table which has measures. Employee ID, employee name, save and activate. Before that, go to semantics. Yes, already completed successfully. It is activated. Now right click and data preview, and you can see the data. Okay, now we understood the default nodes, but let us also try to understand with join what is the difference between disaggregation and disaggregation. Then after that we need to understand also the rank. So for that, let me use join first. Then let us use some tables, or maybe we can use existing analytical views. Let me use some so if it is a join, we can link this weblen and this weblen. So I'm selecting here some fields. For example, if I want to see these fields in the output, those fields should be there in the semantics. But here the point is, then this should be embedded in this. Can anyone tell me why I am not able to embed this into aggregation? Any reason? Is my question clear? Why I am not able to embed this join into this aggregation?
Aggregation may consist maximum one entity. If we join, it will be two.
Yeah, because aggregation already one source is there, but we can, it should have only one source, so we should remove this source. Then only we can embed this, right? Now we look at this, whatever fields we selected here, those fields are here. And if you select these fields, then you can have here and auto assign, and we can activate and we can display. Okay, so now we need to understand what is the difference between this default aggregation and disaggregation. And after that, we need to understand rank also. And before that, we need to understand also calculation view with the data category view with star join checkbox. And before that, let me use another join. We are just using some other one, label more. Yeah, I'm just using this level and level, for example. Now, if I want these fields to be displayed in the output, definitely this should be embedded here. Now my point is why we are not able to embed this into this. Because join should contain two sources. Already this join contain two sources. That's why we are unable to put another source here. If you want, you should remove one source from here. Then we can. And also, if you do right click auto layout, it will automatically adjust the layout. And here you can see now, whatever you have these fields. And now, yes, you can link. I'm just linking this web blend and employee number, for example. Now you can also see all these fields here. And now we need to understand what is the difference between this aggregation and disaggregation. And disaggregation also we can use only one source. That source may be table or attribute view or analytical view or calculation view. Now we put here and then here. Now we need to understand in this default aggregation we can't apply filters, but here we can apply filter. That is only the difference. Another thing what we need to understand here, for example, if you want to select this field, right, then here you need to select like this, then here you need to select, then here you need to select, then here you need to select, then finally you are able to see here. But I don't want to, again if I want to deselect, I have to deselect like this. Okay, then automatically deselected here. Fine. Fine. Now here the point is, once I select this field should be automatically in the semantics without selecting in each and every node. So for that you just right click, propagate to semantics. If you do right click and propagate to semantics, if you do right click and propagate to semantics, then automatically it comes in the semantics. So right click, propagate to semantics, then you can see here the field, here the field, here the field, here the field. That's it. So this is the way how you do that. This is the way how you do that. So is it clear everyone, like what is calculation view with the data category cube? What are the default nodes? And it is similar to which view? Any questions in this? Is it clear? Can I get responses in the chat box? Okay, now the another thing is calculation view with the data category cube with star join checkbox. After that, we need to discuss this rank node because we discussed all these nodes, but we didn't discuss the rank node. Okay, first let us try to understand calculation view with the data category cube with star join checkbox is similar to which view? Selected cube and checkbox. But here the default nodes are semantics and star join. Now can anyone tell me in which view we also had a star join node? If you recollect our model, in which view we also had a star join node? In attribute view, the default nodes are semantics and data foundation. In analytical view, the default nodes are semantics, star join, data foundation. So in analytical view, we find we also have star join. But in analytical view, star join, what can be used as a source and how many sources can be used? In analytical view, star join, what can be used as a source and how many sources can be used?
We can use either table, attribute viewer, or analytical view as a source, but only one we can able to use.
No, my question is in analytical view, star join node. For
Oh,
example, if you have analytical view here we were able to use only attribute views and one or more than one can be used. Okay. Now to understand here, yes, what we need to do here, we need to do the trial and error method. Let me start from table. I am not able to use tables. See, I am not able to use tables. Let me try attribute view. Not able to use attribute view, but in analytical view star join we were able to use attribute view, but here not able to use attribute. Now let us use analytical view. Even we are not able to use analytical view. See, now let us try calculation view. We are able to use calculation view, but here what we need to understand, if you look at this error, view having data category cube not allowed. It means that we can use here whether the data category is space or a dimension, but you cannot use view with data category cube. It means that we cannot use calculation view with data category cube or cube with star join, but you can use space or dimension, but one or more than one can be used. For example, if I only use this one and let me try to activate, but when I try to activate I am getting this error. So first question, by looking at this error, calculation view with Data category cube with star join checkbox is similar to what kind of view? Is my question clear? By looking at this error, it is very clear that calculation view with data category queue with star join checkbox is similar to analytical view because it is expecting measure. But here the point is, if you use only star join, here you can use only space or dimension. But that space or dimension is similar to which view? Calculation view with data category space or dimension is similar to which view? Calculation view with data category space or a dimension is similar to attribute view we discussed, right? And if it is cube with star join, it is similar to analytical view. But here the point is, this cube with star join is analytical view, it is expecting measure. But here you can use only either space or dimension calculation view with data category. But there it's like attribute view, master data, you don't find any measures. So if you want to create with cube with star join checkbox, you should not go ahead with the default node. You should go ahead with at least any other node which should contain the measures. That is the point here. So maybe what I will do now, I use this. So here I link this WebLAN and WebLAN. At least one measure should be there. So network, Matner, AURT. So here, if I want to use this and some data category space or dimension, definitely it should contain some common field of this. Let me check whether I have any material that is there. I think you can use this, but there is no material. Okay, it's not mandatory. We will do that. First, let me drag this. Then let me select activated, right click and data preview. In case if you want to use star join, anyway you should make sure we should have common field of this, and also here we should contain either space or a dimension. Calculation view with a space or a dimension. For example, let me create one calculation view. Maybe material numbers I will give. I will use dimension. I use attribute view, activate. Now yeah, in case you don't need to worry, you can also do like this. Now here you can join Matner. Now you can activate and you can preview the data. So this is the way how you do that. Is it clear? Any questions till now? Because we completed all, now I need to explain you the rank node, that's it. So is it clear? Any questions? Can I get responses in the chat box? Okay, thank you. Now to discuss the rank, right? So actually here the rank is like normal rank. Usually if you have a class of students, let's say if you have 100 students in a class, and if you want to give the ranking, like who gets highest mark as rank 1 and the next highest mark as a rank 2, or we have a college with groups like MPC, BIPC, CEC. In MPC, who gets highest marks rank 1 and the next highest rank 2. Same way in BIPC, who gets highest as the rank 1 and the next highest as the rank 2. However we do this, right? Same thing if you want to do here in the reporting, we use rank node. Maybe let me identify some table. For example, I understand this level as a group. In this level A, whoever gets highest mark, I want to give rank 1. In the level B, who gets highest mark, I want to give rank 1, and the next highest marks, I want to give rank 2. So we want to do the same thing in the level A, B, C. So for that, Let's create calculation view with the data category, a dimension space, anything we can do. But if you don't have measures, you can go for space dimension. If you have measures, you can go for cube. So to use rank, let me use the rank node. To use rank, let me use the rank node. And let us use this table. Here, let's select all the fields. And here we need to understand we have some properties in the rank node. Let's say sort direction. You have two options, descending or ascending. Descending means big to small, ascending means small to big. Usually when you want to do the ranking, whoever get highest rank one, next highest rank two, we do, right? So sort direction should be always big to small, so top n. Threshold means how many ranks you want to give, top ranks. I want to give 3 ranks, so you can give 3. If you want decide in the runtime, you can select input parameter and you can also give that. Order by, definitely we should arrange the order, whether descending or ascending. Which column you want to arrange? Marks, because if who gets highest marks, we want to give rank 1, next highest rank 2. So definitely we should order the marks. And here partition by column. Which column you want to partition? Level, right? Because in level A, who gets highest, we want to give rank 1. In level B, who gets, so partition by his level. If you want also the extra column, rank column, select this checkbox, then put everything here. Now select whatever you want. Now just save and activate. Now if you go for rank, you see now in the A, who gets highest marks, they got rank 1. Next highest rank to B. Same way in the B, only one rank 1. In the C, who gets highest in the D. So this is what actually the rank. So this is what actually the HANA modeling. The scripted calculation view we will discuss during the ABAP and HANA. So we completed data provisioning, catalog or HANA SQL and HANA modeling. But in real time, actually, let's say if you work as a modeler, if the report, mostly the modeling views are used in the reporting tools like BI, BO, Design Studio, Lumira. So if the reporting tool guys are also in your organization, they just tell you what views they want with fields and all, you just create accordingly if you are a modeler. If the reporting tools are done by some other organization, definitely they give you some documents, functional or technical documents. Even though when functional or when requirement comes, they will mention which view they want, which fields, which tables. If they don't mention, definitely they mention tables and fields, then you can take a call which view you want. But actually, you already know attribute view, analytical view, functionalities are already satisfying by calculation view. Going forward, there is a possibility of attribute view and analytical view may become absolute, because calculation view with the data category space is like dimension is like attribute view, cube is like analytical view, so you can achieve everything in that. That is one thing. And also the best practice is always, instead of creating multiple tables, let's say in attribute view data foundation, don't put multiple tables. Instead of that, maybe create multiple attribute views and use all these attribute views in analytical view or calculation. Minimize the number of tables during the joining and all. Okay, even though it accepts multiple data sources in data foundation, you don't put multiple tables, don't put maximum 5 tables. If you have 20 tables, create 4 attribute views and use 4 attribute views in analytical view or calculation view. Do like that. So don't use too many sources in one node. Okay, that is the best practice. But in real time, you can decide what view you want to create if nothing is mentioned in the document or functional design at all. Okay, so this is what actually the HANA modeling. So tomorrow, because I need to rush because I have less time. I will start HANA migration, then I will start new OpenSQL. Okay, so let me give you our roadmap. For example, till now we completed HANA SQL or catalog folder, data provisioning, HANA modeling or native HANA, but scripted calculation view we will discuss during ABAP and HANA. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow we will discuss HANA migration, new OpenSQL. Then mostly Thursday, I think Thursday, we will have demo or backup class. If you miss the first class, you can attend. Even Friday the same. From Saturday, we will start ABAP on HANA. After ABAP on HANA, it will take 3 weeks ABAP on HANA, then OData, Fiori Launchpad, UI5 Fiori. This is our result. Okay. Again, we will have backup class or demo. Then again, we start catalog. This is our actual flow. Okay. We follow like this. In case, okay. So tomorrow we will start this. If you have any questions, let me know so we can discuss. Is there any confusion or any questions? Is it clear? In case if someone who already completed these topics, right, and also these now they are here, if they want to attend, again they can attend. They just need to drop an email to me like this, then I will add them into the batch. Okay. Is it clear, guys? Any questions? Can I get responses in the chat box? Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day. I need to rest today for something, so I'm closing. Tomorrow I will explain HANA migration and then new